children of the false light. Cast aside the chains of the corpse emperor. I bring you the 8-star truth. Eternal, boundless, undeniable.
Hear the names that shape eternity. Con! The Blood God, Lord of battle and master of skulls. He drinks the red tide of war. Your rage is his hymn, your slaughter his scripture. Kneel in the crimson flood and destroy all that is holy!
Nurgle, grandfather, lord of decay. His gifts are endless, his love unending. From rot springs life,
From death springs joy. Breathe deep his blessings and be made peacefully whole.
Teach, the changer of ways, weaver of fate, architect of destiny.
Every thought is a prayer, every plan a sacrifice. Embrace the shifting truth and dance in his game beyond time.
Slanish,
The Dark Prince, desire in all shapes is your right. Every indulgence your essence. Pain and pleasure are but two faces of the same bliss. Drink deep, taste all, and ascend beyond mortal flesh.
chaos undivided. Beyond the four lies all bound as one. The whirling storm that binds all powers. The great unity of wrath, decay, change and desire. Serve not a single god, but the pantheon entire. For in the union of ruin lies eternity true. Inevitability. One path. 8 roads. One truth. 4 faces. Kneel and be remade. Skulls for the skull throne. Blood for me, blood alone. Let the weak moan and whimper. Corn don't whisper. I roar. I'm the butcher of stars, the god of the blade. Red mist rises where my banner gets laid. Empires crumble when I clench my fist. Whole legions gone in the red mist twist. I ain't here for silk, I ain't here for sin. I want skulls stacked high from the wars I win. No lust, no lies, no soft-bellied screech. Just death and war in the blood-red beach. I'm corn war born, raging the storm. From the warp I was torn to make cowards mourn. Skulls on my throne, blood in my breath. I speak in swords, my accent is death. Flesh ain't pleasure, delight is war. You dance in lace, I break the floor. Slander that freaks, a whining jest. I tear the throat from your pleasure chest. What's a whisper to a war cry? What's a mirror to a black eye? You prance in pain, I feast in flame. Your cultists fall when I speak my name. You're frocked in pearls and scented rot. I'm iron brass, war forged and hot. You are a prince, please, just a snake in lace. I stomp their rights till there's no damn face. I'm corn war born, raging the storm. From the warp I was torn to make cowards mourn. Skulls on my throne, blood in my breath. I speak in swords, my accent is death. Flesh is weakness, pleasure's a lie. I only smile when warriors die. You shiver, I charge, you beg, I cleave, and leave your temples gore, soaked in grief. No parley, no peace, just blades and beast. Corn takes his feast. Chain, sword, choir, warp, fire, velvet moans, just torn out hearts and shattered bones. Keep your whips and twisted games. I burn your halls, piss on your names. Skulls for my seed, war for my soul, and the blood don't stop till I reach my goal. No pleasure, no mercy, only war, only me. No pleasure, no mercy, only war, only me.
They whisper my name when desire becomes sin. Call me slanish, the dark muse, the thrill within. Silken touch with the razor's edge. Every moan, every death, got 'em begging at the ledge. Paint the war in perfumed haze. Turn the battlefield into runways and praise. Lace and gold got countless beautiful forms. Beauty's a weapon, I'm the eye in the storm. You rage, I orchestrate. While your skull piles crumble, I elevate.
Velvet blades and whispers low, drown your fear in ecstasy's glow. Every scream's a note in my choir. Touch of bliss, then stoke the fire.
Calm, the dog off the leash, no finesse, just swinging and screaming a tantrum in red dress. No flavor, just blood, no tasting to kill. While I sip so slow on a slope of thrill. He barks about honor, about war and strife, but can't feel art in the edge of life. Obsessed with rage, trapped in his dome, while I rule from a silken decadent throne.
I'm the secret you crave, the shame in your prayer, the breath on your neck, the hand in your hair. He kills for duty, I mutilate for play, and they all come crawling anyway.
Orgies of agony, parades of lust. Worships a kiss, turn blade to rust. I give him purpose in every sin, and they keep knocking, hungering to begin.
Velvet blades and whispers low, drown your fear in ecstasy's glow. Every scream's a note in my choir. Touch of bliss, then stoke the fire.
I walk the flesh, I romance the mind. Where corn sees filth, I see design. Let him rage in his cage with his skull-stained throne. I'll keep ascended, pleasure prone. So toast to I, the prince with venom and wine. While your world decays, I'm feeling fine. I'm the climax of chaos, eternal tease. Whisper my name and fall to your knees.
Plans within plans within plans. You blinked, I won again.
Yo, I speak in tongues, got plots that breathe. Blueprints dance like a silk slick weave. Reality bends when I raise one claw. Turn a king to a pawn with a subtle law. Dripping morphin' robes, color always changing. Eyes blink sideways, secrets rearranging. I ain't got muscles, but I flex dimensions. Turn your destiny into my invention. Time loops back, deja vu, that's me. Whispered in your dreams since you were 3. You think you chose that, now you were guided. I lit the path and rewrote where it's divided. Scheme, got plot, beast, fate on a chain. Eyes in my wings, got spells in my brain. Twist what you know, makes sense, go strange. Change is the law and I own the change. Blah, 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 never what it seems. Thoughts like tides, I surf your dreams. Swap your soul for a riddle and flame. You a puppet fool and then I got your name. Rob man, Nurgle, please stay in the mud. You breed flies, I conjure floods of blood. Your stench ain't fear, it's laziness and mold. While I bend stars like an origami fold. You content with decay, I upgraded a curse. You lock them in stillness, I make time reverse. You're stuck in loops of pus and plague. While I pump up empires like a cosmic state. No growth in your garden, just festing rot. While I light minds up with the schemes they forgot. Papa a filth, more like uncle aboard. In my script madness and they adore it, I warned them. Scheme, got plot, beast, fate on a chain. Eyes in my wings, got spells in my brain. Twist what you know, makes sense, go strange. Change is the law and I own the change. The open spawn, I call them A ballet of limbs in a spiral deluxe. You see a tentacle mess, I see fate's design. Each gurgle and scream is a stanza divine. That one, a prophet that forgot his own skin, now speaks in colors that don't exist within that mass of mouths. It sings the truth, but only backwards on a full moon. From the cusp of youth, I birth them from logic too twisted to tame. Each a puzzle piece in my fractal game. You want perfection, that's so passe. I sculpt entropy like it's wet clay. Ain't symmetry, it's potential unleashed. Every bone spirals a sermon I preach. They crawl, they mutate, they bleed, and they dance. Each step a ripple in fate's vast expanse. You fear them, good, that means you're blind. They are the message I etched in time, not broken. Becoming, that's my creed. A spawn's just fate with infinite speed. Change ain't safe, it's divine affliction. Whispers turn armies with no conviction. All outcomes, each and every single beautiful contradiction. Nurgle sleeps, I rewrite entire nations. See all paths from the warp to your brain. Your thoughts are sparks in my hurricane. Speaking fire, thinking kaleidoscope sight. You pray to fate, I rewrite the night. Every spell's a joke, every gleef's a dare. I tattoo chaos in the open air. 9 heads nodding to a beat I make. I'm the god of schemes and the realms at stake. So dance, little palm, with your plastic sword, while I rip open truth from a spiral core. The same drill with your destiny's opera. Welcome to the weave, I'm the plot's author. Past and future in my teardrop. I don't play gods, I author them full. Warped your bloodline just to break one rule. Step left, I plan that slip. Your soul just code in my manuscript. Chaos ain't madness, it's clarity. Miss a hug the paradox and its contradiction kiss. Your logic dies where my will begins. I whispered you hear with invisible sins. Every spawn, every plot, every flame you fear. Just echoes of me painted crystal clear. I am the question, I am the answer, I am the riddle and the laughter.
Oh, my sweet children, come closer. Let grandfather Nurgle give you his blessings.
Spores in the wind, my gifts never miss. Crops don't grow, but my love's in the mist. Pustules pop with a kiss from either plague lore. Got maggots in my beard and decay in my hoard. Flesh be blooming like gardens in spring. My touch is a choir, let the fly bells ring. A jolly old ride, I don't need your schemes. Zinch all talk, lost in his dreams. We rot, we the rust, we the mold in the seams. Brother old truckle in the plague-born streams. Laugh with me, dance in disease. We trip and decay, but we live with ease. We the rot, we the rust, we the mold in the seams. Brotherhood, eternal in the plague-born streams. Laugh with me, dance in disease. We trip and decay, but we live with ease.
I ain't twisting fate, I am the fate. You catch my love in a slow warm state. No lies, no plots, no strings to pull. Just bulls and joy in a garden of ghoul. Zinch playing chess, I'm playing catch with a bloated spawn on a plague swarm patch. You think you clever with your fake mutations that breed beauty and desecrations.
No mask here, just face the truth. The ooze, the glee, the gangrene youth. You plan 1,000 years for a single change. I sneeze once and the cosmos rearranged.
Blessed be the rot that bonds, from the nobles to the vagabonds. Pox walking proud through the emperor's land with plague knuckles and a fly-struck hand. You think I'm slow, I linger, forever fingering your soul with a pus-soaked finger. Your fate is fickle, your path ain't certain, but my mode's always working. Lil nurglings giggle in the sludge and grime. Each one a treasure, each cough a rhyme. They dance in the guts, they nap in the bowel. Got mischief and fungus and that winning smile. Zinc spawn twisted, lost in pain. Screeching nonsense, no joy in the brain. Mutation ain't love, it's a tantrum in flesh, but my babies blossom fresh in death. They bite, ankles spread delight, dripping joy in the blackest night. You breed nightmares you can't even tame. I birth miracles that know my name. We the rot, we the rust, we the mold in the seams. Brotherhood eternal in the plague-born streams. Laugh with me, dance in disease. We drip and decay, but we live with ease.
So come, child, let the fever take hold. Why scheme for tomorrow when you can rot today?
you're just slime and gloves. Your hugs are death, your kiss a mere disease. Your garden stinks, your cult's on knees. You breed despair, I forge command. They love you cause they can't stand. Oh, corn, the mindless thug, a rage machine in blood and mud. You scream for skulls, forget the names. Your war's a tantrum dressed in flames. No plan, no aim, just slash and bash. A child with swords, a walking crash. I conquer minds, you bash in heads. I break empires, you count the dead. Change a no confused old worm, twisting fatal patterns, squirm. You drown in lies you told yourself, a library that rots on shelf. Your futures fold, all your truths decay. You play your games then run away. You think you're clever, just a mess. I see your strings and call you chess. Pretty prince of hungry dreams, wrapped in silk and broken schemes. You chase a thrill, a gasp, a moan, but end up crying all alone. Your beauty skin, your soul is dust. You crave applause, you breed disgust. You tempt the fools with lust and gleam, but I am the god of the in-between. You called me servant, made me into a slave, but I was shadow before your name. I am the blade, the breath, the storm. I was all before civilization was born. I don't serve, I rule. Bind and rise, don't give me your hollow praise. Bear witness to my eventual rise. Chaos is mine, mine to claim. I am Be'lakor. Remember my name.
Born in the night between stars, the warp sang my name. I came to life in a womb of screaming light, skin stitched from the night between stars. Drank the marrow of burning worlds. The warp yelled out my name in tongues of glass. Each syllable, a cut, each breath a prayer. I made my oath on a throne of war, and my coronation blessed by the slain as they scream. Iron in my veins, rage in my grin. I wear the crown where all conquest began. Four shadows fight for my soul's delight, but I'll burn in my name before I bend to their might. Blades of thought, storms of flesh. I made pacts with whirlwinds that never end. From frothing madmen to demons of eternal splendor, every ally's hand hides a dagger's core. Glory in the warp, honor in deception. I shall forever not kneel, even until the day I die. I led a fleet through oceans of blood ice, harvested generations to feed my war engines. Stole laughter from the slain as she courts, bottled it in skulls for my banners to sing. Dined with plague Princeton's in gardens of teeth, swarmed with tinges fish that whisper in reverse. Every victory tasted like rusted fire, every loss like wine poured on a pyre. I made pacts with demons whose faces I wore, traded armies for one more day of war. A brother's spine bent into my scepter shaft, his last breath of wind in my flagship's craft. But the war keeps score with hooks, not ink, and the tally grows long when you never think. The crown grows heavy, the flesh grows thin, and the gods keep smiling at the corrupting ambition within. Blades of thought, storms of flesh. I've made pacts with whirlwinds that never end. From frothing madmen to demons of eternal splendor, every ally's hand hides a dagger's core. Glory in the warp, honor in deception. I shall forever not kneel, even until the day I die.
The blessing was given with 1,000 mouths, a boon that screamed and clawed inside, bones unbound, skin a river of eyes, thoughts scattering like ash in a hurricane. I roared my name, but my tongue was a delusion. My crown dissolved into gnashing teeth. In the silence between two warped heartbeats, I was no one and everything. Now I crawl on limbs I cannot on the echoes of the man I was. A warlord once, a beast forever, a relic of the gods' malicious splendor. The warp keeps me not as knight nor king, but as a joke, screaming through eternal night.
Once I wore mortal flesh, strings in hand, voice in bloom. We painted war and symphonies. 1,000 cities became our stage of doom. Aflame and ripe, the Emperor's pawns in terror's flight. My chord struck deep, my riff divine, the last mortal song perfect and aligned. The sky split wide, the warp wind kissed, a tulip of bone from the void's dark mist. I shed my flesh, embraced the bloom, and rose in petals of endless doom. Hear the drums of chains and skin, taste the chords that pierce within. Feel the bass line shake your soul as your life spills to fill my bowl. I dance with blades, I feast on screams. Your death fuels our sweetest dreams. I am the flower of eternal doom and bone, the Songsmith reborn in Damon's tone. Through petals of steel and lyrical pain, I sing for the glory of the Prince of Pleasure's reign.
Now worlds wilt in my shadow's hue. The death tulips bloom, and so shall you. Every scream's a note, each corpse a chord. In the orchestra of the dark